Hello, I'm Neil MacDonald and welcome to this course. Now this is a follow-on course to the Walking Your Path of Wisdom course. So I highly recommend that if you haven't seen that you have been through that course, go back into the Megalithic Academy and click on that course and go through it. It's totally free, it won't cost you anything, but it's important that you get that background information so this course can lead on from there. So we stand at the beginning now at a journey into wisdom, one of our life's journeys. This is another life journey because you will have been through many. To come to this process now, to be looking at this particular course, you must have been through other previous life journeys, maybe without you even realizing it, journeys that have left you at this point. Now, people could be said to be basically a sum total of all the journeys they've taken in their life. Some people won't take many. Some people will never get to this point. Many people never even ask themselves fundamental questions, but you are doing, and that's why you're here now. So we have been through many journeys, but what we need to learn is how to take charge of these journeys. We need to be managing it so we can manage our future and our life's learning. Most people are dragged along mainly by circumstance. They aren't planning their own future. So we need to learn how to take charge of our own destiny. And that's what this course is here to explain to you. So ask yourself, all the previous journeys you've been on, if you can recognize them, ask yourself, were they journeys which were authentic of yourself? Were they what you really needed? Or were you just following on from what was expected from you? Because most people are influenced by preconceived ideas. Everybody is to some extent. The idea is to get past that blockage. You're told by society, whether it's a larger society or your local society, or even the family, or most definitely your family, and media, and all these things tell you what is expected of you, which direction you should go, and how far you can go. Take this example. Say you were in a family, you were kind of arty-minded, and you knew that you wanted to follow a path of music or art, but your family have always been doctors, so your father says to you, we want to get you into medical school so you can get a good job as a doctor, blah, 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 blah. But you know that deep down, you want to be painting, you want to be playing music. You know that that is your journey on life. So if you take the journey through medical school and become a doctor, whose journey were you on? Were you on your own authentic life journey, or were you on somebody else's journey altogether? Ask yourself that question. So, of course, many of us are restricted by these preconceived ideas. We're also controlled by what's expected of us because of our class, our status in the world. And this sort of builds an invisible wall around us that we never get past. So it's vital that we begin to seek out our own true path. We need to be able to follow our own true path. And if you do, you're doing that in conjunction with who you are, with the essence of your person. You're doing it with the essence of your soul and your spirit. You're following what you have to do. That you're following what you're brought here to do. But as we say, more about that later. We'll go into that idea very, very deeply in the self-mastery and empowerment courses, which are also on the Megalithic Academy. But for now, just know that we need to be working. We need to find our own true path, and if we do that, we'll be working with nature as opposed to against nature. Because nature flows, doesn't it? It doesn't fight. And this will lead you to what you need to know yourself. because nature knows what the next thing in your development is. Your life path takes you to it. So all you have to do is get on that path and follow it. So in the previous course, we looked at, we said that the world is a world of absolute potential. Anything can happen in this world. Anything and everything is possible. So it's therefore it's important to look very deeply when you choose your goals, because you don't want to go for the wrong direction. You don't want to spend your time seeking a goal which is not authentic to your lifetime. So this course looks into the process of your wisdom journeys, the process of your journeys into learning, into wisdom. It'll take you through the main features of this process. And in the next video, we'll look at how to choose these goals and then how to visualize them, how to use them. So I'll see you in the next video. So let's look at choosing a goal, a working goal to be going on with. So far we've been covering lots of different aspects, but they were all designed to build a foundation, a firm foundation that we can build on, a foundation of ideas, of knowledge, because that background is essential if you're going to move forward. Basically, they come under the title of the phrase above the temple of Apollo in Delphi, know thyself. So we talked about the one thing, didn't we? And this is, the name for that is the prima materia. It's a substance that everything in the universe is made from. A very deep and important concept for us to take on board. We also looked at who we are, as who we actually are, and also at the same time who we're not. And we said, okay, we're not our belongings, we're not our job, we're not even our body. We are an inner essence. There's an inner essence which is actually us, as a person. And we said that this was like our soul and our spirit. But then in turn that is connected to this one thing that we're speaking of. So when we choose a goal, it's always fundamental to keep that in mind, that we're choosing a goal for us, but we're also choosing a goal which needs to fit in with the whole of creation. It's got to be a positive thing that fits in with this one thing. Consider your life's goal. Again, this is something which we'll go into much later. It's your will and it's your goal. It's your life journey. You're talking about your authenticity in this existence here. But we'll go into that on much greater depth in a later course. The Self-Mastery Empowerment course covers this. So ask yourself now, what do you want? You want to set a goal now at this point. Now, something that's personal to you. Don't go on to some massive abstract concept like world peace. That is not the sort of thing we're looking at. It'd be very nice, but it's not a goal that's specific for you in a course like this. It has to be a small thing and something that is personal to you. If you have a life journey that you're following so far, think about the next thing. This is what I want. It's about starting you off in the process here. Something that will head you towards happiness. Because let's face it, this happiness that we all deserve is really the reason that all these courses exist. They're here to help you in a very practical way to set your goals and to achieve them. But of course we're starting here in a small way because we're going through the process of learning the whole thing. So what we've covered so far, bear this in mind and ask yourself, what is the primary thing that you want? Now, this is your goal. What is the primary thing you want? And then think of that. Realize that is your goal that you're going to head for. Now, I suggest writing it down, making a physical record of what you've done, because then at least you can go back and look at it. And also, making a physical record of it is a very powerful signal of your intent. And we'll go into that deeper later on. So, you've took an important step now, because as soon as I finish this video, I want you to write down that next step, that's goal, or your goal to move towards from this point. It's a very important step in your wisdom process, along your wisdom journey. You'll be following, once from this one step, you can be following and building and moving forward for the rest of your life on this life's journey. It'll start and restart and finish and restart, but it'll build and it'll build it and build. A fascinating journey, a journey which can be challenging, but will be fantastically rewarding as you go through life. So bear in mind, once you've done that, you've taken your first step on your journey, and this is more than most people, 99.9% people, ever do in their entire life. I'll see you in the next video.